A bakery made some buns for charity. 3/5 of them were chicken buns and the rest were tuna buns. 7/8 of the chicken buns and 600 of the tuna buns were eaten. 7 out of 40 of all the buns were left. Okay, when I see so many fractions, normally I can imagine something like that because it's like being branched out and then it's being further subdivided into smaller portions. Yeah. So 3/5 of them means them is the at first. So 3/5 and this is 2/5 because it's a number bond. So 1 minus 3/5 is 2/5. Since 3/5 were chicken buns, 2/5 are tuna buns. Okay. Then 7 out of 8 of the chicken buns again divided again will be 7/8 versus 1/8 eaten and left. And then we don't know how much is eaten, but 600 were eaten and then question mark left. So then this one 7 out of 40 is the total fraction, meaning that I need to do something like that because I need to work backwards to make use of the total fraction. Yeah. So if your child doesn't know how to use total fraction, you need to learn right now. Okay. So left, in the case we will be dealing with only left. So 1/8 is not the total fraction, it's just fraction of the total chicken buns. Yeah. To find the total fraction of all the buns, it will be 3/5 times 1/8, which is 3 out of 40. So since total is 7 out of 40, which consists of chicken buns and tuna buns left, this minus this will give you the total fraction of the tuna buns left. So is 7 over 40 minus 3 out of 40 is equals to 4 out of 40 equals of the buns left are tuna buns. Yeah, which means that this times a fraction will give you 4/40. Yeah, so that's why you need to know how to manipulate using total fraction and fraction of fraction. Yeah, so this is the missing fraction. So this times this times this equals to this. So this times this equals to 4 out of 40. To find the missing part will be 4 out of 40 divided by 2/5. You use keep change flip, you get 1 out of 4. And this 1 out of 4 is actually of the tuna buns. Take note, alright? It's not of the total, it's of the tuna buns. So, meaning that if this is 1 out of 4, this is 3 out of 4 of the tuna buns. So, 3 out of 4 of the tuna buns is equals to 600. 4 out of 4 will be 600 divided by 3 times 4 will give you 800. So, meaning that this whole thing is 800. Okay, this whole thing is 800. So 2/5 of all the buns is 800. 5 out of 5 is 800 divided by 2 times 5 equals to 2000. So this is the answer that you want for parts A. So how many tuna buns were left? Which means you just take the final fraction here times the total, which is part A, and that will give you 200.